Have you ever wondered if your life has made a real difference? If you're over 65, there might be days when you question your relevance or value in a world that seems to celebrate youth above all else. Today, I'm going to share something powerful with you. 8 unmistakable signs that you're actually an extraordinary person, even if those around you rarely acknowledge it. Pay special attention to sign number 6. It's something you probably do every day without realizing how remarkable it truly is. Our society has an unfortunate blind spot when it comes to recognizing the worth of older adults. We live in a culture that celebrates quick achievements and youthful energy, while often overlooking the profound depth that can only come through decades of living. It's like valuing a sapling over an oak tree. This disconnect can leave many seniors feeling invisible or undervalued, especially as responsibilities shift and careers end. I've spoken with hundreds of people in their 60s, 70s, and 80s who quietly wonder, do I still matter? Am I still making a difference? The answer is a resounding yes, and today I'll show you exactly why. The qualities you've developed over a lifetime are precious and irreplaceable, even when they go unrecognized by those around you. 1. You have emotional resilience. The first sign of your remarkable nature is your emotional resilience. After 65+ years of navigating life's challenges, you've developed an extraordinary ability to weather storms that would devastate younger people. Think about it. You've likely survived personal losses, career setbacks, health challenges, and profound disappointments. Yet here you are, still moving forward. Research from Stanford's Center on Longevity shows that emotional regulation actually improves with age. While a 30-year-old might be devastated by criticism or setbacks for days, you've learned to process emotions more efficiently. This isn't just personal growth, it's a superpower that took decades to develop. Have you noticed yourself handling emotional challenges better now than when you were younger? If you recognize this resilience in yourself, type stronger in the comments. 2. You value substance over surface. The second sign is your ability to see beyond appearances to what truly matters. In a world obsessed with image and status, you've learned to recognize authentic value. You're less impressed by fancy job titles or expensive possessions and more moved by acts of kindness, integrity, and genuine connection. This wisdom didn't come easily. It was earned through countless experiences of seeing what actually brings joy and meaning versus what merely impresses others temporarily. You've developed what philosophers call discernment, the rare ability to separate what's truly important from what only seems important. If you find yourself caring less about impressing others and more about authentic connections, comment authentic below. I'd love to know how this shift has changed your relationships. 3. You have perspective that calms others. The third remarkable quality you possess is perspective, the ability to see beyond current crises because you've lived through similar challenges before. When family members panic about current events or personal problems, you're often the steady voice saying, "This too shall pass." This isn't indifference, it's wisdom. You've witnessed economic cycles, political turmoil, and family dramas enough times to recognize patterns that younger people simply cannot see. Your calming perspective literally changes the brain chemistry of those around you, lowering stress hormones when you respond to situations with measured wisdom. If you've noticed family members seeking your steadying perspective during difficult times, type steady in the comments. Your influence may be more powerful than you realize. 4. You notice the overlooked. Sign number 4. Your remarkable ability to notice what others miss. After decades of observation, you've developed what psychologists call selective attention, the ability to spot important details that younger, busier people often overlook. You might be the first to notice when a grandchild seems unusually quiet, when a neighbor hasn't been outside lately, or when someone in a group feels excluded. This attention stems from thousands of social interactions that have trained your brain to recognize subtle emotional cues. It's a form of intelligence that rarely gets celebrated, but often makes you the first to provide comfort when it's needed most. Do you sometimes notice things about people that no one else seems to pick up on? If this describes you, comment "observant" below. I'm curious how many of you recognize this gift in yourselves. 5. You forgive more readily. The fifth sign of your extraordinary character is your capacity for forgiveness. Research shows that adults over 65 are significantly more likely to forgive both themselves and others compared to younger people. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's profound emotional intelligence. Through decades of experience, you've learned the heavy price of holding grudges and the freedom that comes with letting go. You understand that people are complex, that everyone makes mistakes, and that most intentions are better than actions might suggest. This forgiveness creates emotional space for healing in families that would otherwise remain divided. If you found yourself becoming more forgiving with age, type "forgiveness" in the comments. I'm still with you, and I appreciate your continued attention. 6. You make people feel significant. The sixth sign, and the one most people never recognize in themselves, is your ability to make others feel significant. Through simple acts like remembering details about people's lives, asking thoughtful questions, or expressing genuine interest, you create moments of real connection. In a distracted world where many interactions remain shallow, your full attention is increasingly rare and valuable. When you truly listen to someone, making eye contact, responding thoughtfully, remembering what matters to them, you're providing something essential that many people rarely experience anywhere else. If you regularly ask questions and truly listen to the answers, comment "listener" below. This gift may seem ordinary to you, but I assure you it's extraordinary to those who benefit from it. 7. You maintain perspective on mortality. The seventh remarkable quality you've developed is your relationship with mortality. Unlike younger generations, who often live as if death is merely theoretical, you've likely faced your own mortality through health scares, the loss of peers, or simply through thoughtful reflection. This awareness doesn't make you morbid. Quite the opposite. Research shows that older adults who acknowledge mortality tend to prioritize meaningful experiences, invest more deeply in important relationships, and waste less time on trivial concerns. Your comfort with life's finite nature allows you to focus on what truly matters, while others remain distracted by the unimportant. If you find yourself appreciating ordinary moments more deeply because you understand life's brevity, type "present" in the comments. 8. You choose your battles wisely. The final sign of your remarkable nature is your sophisticated ability to choose which battles deserve your energy. After decades of experience, you've learned that most conflicts aren't worth the emotional toll they take. You've developed the wisdom to distinguish between principles worth standing for and minor irritations best released. This discernment isn't passivity, it's strategic wisdom. You conserve your energy for issues that truly matter while letting go of petty concerns that would only drain your limited time and energy. This ability to prioritize emotional investments is something that typically only develops through decades of life experience. If you find yourself letting go of minor annoyances that would have bothered you years ago, comment "peaceful" below. I'd love to know if you recognize this evolution in yourself. These 8 qualities, emotional resilience, valuing substance, calming perspective, noticing the overlooked, forgiveness, making others feel significant, mortality awareness, and choosing battles wisely, aren't just nice attributes. They're profound contributions to our families and communities that deserve recognition and respect. Your worth isn't measured by productivity, career achievements, or even by how often your family expresses appreciation. Your value lies in who you've become, a person who brings irreplaceable wisdom, perspective, and depth to every relationship and situation. I recently received a letter from Robert, a 73-year-old viewer who wrote, "After watching your video, I realized I've been measuring my worth by how often my children call or how much my opinion is solicited. Now I understand that the patience and perspective I bring to family gatherings is itself a gift, even when it goes unacknowledged." The truth is, the qualities you've developed over a lifetime are precious beyond measure. They create safe harbors for family members in distress, model wisdom for younger generations, and maintain connections that might otherwise be lost. Your presence matters in ways that may never be fully articulated, but are deeply felt by those around you. As you go forward from this video, I hope you'll recognize and honor the remarkable person you've become. Which of these 8 signs resonated most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe for more videos celebrating the wisdom of our senior years. And remember, the world needs the extraordinary person you are today, perhaps more than ever before.